Sarah and I were able to go to a professional development this summer in conscious discipline and learned a lot of the drumming and the connecting rituals. Even though it looks like we're just having fun, all of these activities really have a purpose in our building, and that is to prepare our brains to be ready to learn. Breathing centers kids, and it brings about a peace and calmness. We see kids building up a lot of energy. We can do breathing activities to help kind of calm them back down.
The one that I especially tried new this year is the desk drumming, because my class is kind of active, and so they need some way to get that activity out that's also valid. In this case, it helps them with rhythm, it helps them with crossing the midline, which is good for reading, patterns for math. So it has a lot of positive benefits besides just being fun.
Really, really fun.
How do you notice the difference between before the drumming and then after the drumming?
Oh, they're much more calmed down and relaxed. They're ready to learn.
Teachers for a long time have had classroom jobs, and we've seen the importance of everybody having a job in their classrooms.
Class nurse, runner, class assistant.
Why do you think it's important to have class jobs?
So we can learn to be responsible and work as a team. She has to do a lot of work, but now that she has class jobs, she doesn't have to do that much work.
That one is a connecting activity to help get all the kids connected to each other, to the teacher, build relationships. It increases a willingness and impulse control, and then it builds relationships through playful, positive touch.
This is my baby standing up.
Baby doll circle time really builds empathy in kids, and we know at this level that's a higher order skill, so we're kind of laying that foundation for empathy in them. It builds compassion and connectedness between them and their baby and the teacher facilitating that strategy. And then we know that those emotions can help change our brain.
Side.
We usually start our small group with connecting activities. So that's what the Rock and Robin hand clapping game was just a connecting activity to pull us all together, have that playful touch.
He lived up here.
Those I love you rituals just build relationships and help increase impulse control in kids. And then we usually tie it all together with a breathing activity to kind of calm them back down before they go back to their classrooms. One of the students, we were really just working on building positive relationships with other students, kind of to get him to come out of his shell and be able to talk a little bit more. He was really, really shy. And so we're already seeing in the classroom that he's having conversations with peers now just from being a part of those groups.
Bobette made Winston do all of her homework.
Tell me a little bit about these counseling lessons you do at both BIS and BPS.
So far at both schools, we have been doing lessons on bullying and how to make friends, how to be a good friend, how to kind of solve conflict and everything. So the goal with the counseling lessons are to focus on the emotional, career, and academic realms of school.
Bullies everywhere are now stopped.
I make it a point to tell the teachers what's going on in counseling every week. That way they know if they choose to continue that conversation in the classroom, that just gives them some talking points with the kids. And for Thanksgiving, we'll be doing thankfulness lessons, what it means to be thankful for what you have. Later in the year, we'll focus on career exploration and just teaching the kids what options there are out there. At this level, it's very basic, just very introductory, so they have an idea of what they can work for as they continue throughout school. We will also do lessons on how to be a leader, how to be successful, and a little bit of study skills along with that too. I feel like after coming off a COVID year, there's been a lot of a need for socialization and social skills. They have to kind of relearn what that looks like face to face. They're so used to the technology side of it and interacting with kids that way. So I have noticed with younger kids, they've never seen a normal school year before, and so this is a really important year to kind of jump back in and learn what that looks like and how to interact socially face to face.